Give you all a few minutes to get in here before we get on with this. Go ahead and sharpen my bowl gouge real quick while I'm waiting. Yeah. Sharpen it up a little bit. What's up, yo? Figured I'd start a little bit early just so I get some people in here. We're getting ready to do some sketchy stuff. Like, I've got a damn abomination of geometrical damn it down here that just... I actually thought about getting my flak vest out and wearing it for this one, I'm not even gonna lie. Back this out so I can show everybody what's going on here in just a second. Yeah, the Brad sale is insane, dude. I think I'm pretty sure that the sale carries on. Hope you're having an awesome day. Just texted. Yeah, man. I'm in here. By the way, Moyak, I'll be turning the products that you sent me this Sunday, and I'm telling you right now, it is hard not to tug one out looking at that Buckeye Burl, sir. I'm saving it for the Sunday. I don't want to do that on a half-assed Monday, spunday, but fucking chef's kiss, homie. All right, so today's abomination of geometrical damn it. I've seen everybody making these the stars and everything like that, and I've got some thick ass poplar that I got from Mex. And I'm thinking about doing one of these for a while. I've seen it done. They look pretty complicated, and then I put me a segmented walnut ring in it to kind of spice it up a little bit. I am going to attempt to make a lotus bowl. This is the blank we're turning today. And hopefully what I'm going to have is a bowl in the center of this, coming down. And then these petals here from the star are going to curve up, and then they're going to roll and curve down. There's going to be a hollow cut on the top and the bottom. And I have a decent little bowl in the center of it. That's the plan anyways. I'm hoping it don't fly off and decapitate me. Lock this heifer in. Oh man, somebody fuck up. Where's a fucking 4 or whatever? You can come here and talk shit and all that, but you better be right for it. Hello, Whack and Shack. What's up, Beating Crazy? How you doing, huh? All right. Speed's all the way down. It's worrying me because this thing's actually kicking up dust and shit as it's going. Let's see what we're looking at here. It's like a whirling blade of doom. I'll set y'all right there for a minute. I can't. The hell you can't, Joseph? Hold on. You've been here just as long as anybody else, man. Add as moderator. Joseph, you're in. Once again, while this is going, please like, subscribe to the channel. Helps me out with the whole algorithm thing. I'm trying to break the 10K by the beginning of the year. If you haven't yet, consider becoming a member. I've got a $1 membership. That's the one you need to enter. And the reason for that is it gets your name on this wall right here on the cabinet, and it automatically enters you in for the monthly giveaway that I turn live on Sunday Spundays. So if you can do that, if it's in your power, super appreciative if you could. That being said, Please be careful, no explosions. Yeah, I'm working on that. That's kind of like the plan here. I don't want to like get blasted in the face with this. So I'm gonna have to rearrange a few things here. So I'll have room to put my my banjo on this side and shore this up. This is gonna be a awkward turn to say the least, but I think we'll be able to power through it. But this is going to be sketchy. Sketchy, sketchy. Okay, that's there. We're going to turn that there. Lock that into place. Raise this heifer up here so I can get me something to clamp this on the bottom. What are we looking like? Real sketchy light. Yeah. And if I kick it up, looks like some kind of flying ass death trap. So without further ado, let's get at it. You guys are bouncing like nobody's business, isn't you? Probably gonna have to move that mount here in a second. All right, I think we can cut a tenon into that now, like riding a black hawk in a thunderstorm. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and move this out of the way a little bit so y'all can actually see what the hell's going on without feel like you're riding a damn roller coaster. Put you on the rocking chair frame that I had to put off to the side for the holidays. There you go. Now you guys shouldn't shake all over hell in creation. Spam calls won't stop. All right, let's do it now. All right. think we're going to angle cut that just a little bit more to be safe. Wobble, wobble, yeah. So we're going to undercut that just a little bit more for the dovetail. All right. So we've got our tenon cut in here, and we're going to chuck it up. Once we get it chucked up, I'll feel a little bit more safer about turning it. This way, we can clamp it on the center tenon, as well as open the jaws up and use the mortise method if we need to. Some sketchy shit right there. I don't care who you are. Not exactly mounted up center either. All right. This thing's not even touching it right now, so we're going to move it out of the way. I'm going to slide this thing over a little bit so I can work in that center, because I definitely want to have this tailstock attached to it before I start curving these pedals. What's up, Jeff? How's it going, man? Around it. Try to hollow this out a little bit more. I think we got watered out enough to where we can safely work it. Seems like everybody and their brother wants to call me when I'm running a live. That's super awesome. I'm not fearless, I'm just simple. Big difference. Okay. We are touching in the bottom, which is a plus. And we got some pressure on the tailstock now, which is a big old plus. I feel way better about this. Oh, who just became a member? Soldier Farms. Yeah. Oh, hell, thanks, Soldier. I have to write all them down so I can put them on the wall. I appreciate the hell out of it, brother. All right, let's, without further ado, let's get into the dumb shit. Once we get into here and we see exactly how big the outside diameter of our bowl is going to be, because I'm going to contour the sides of it, it means I can start shaping these pedals. And I got a feeling that's where shit's going to get wild. I've got good connections in between everything, and I keep looking at those, but it's still enough to make a butthole pucker. I don't know a better way of explaining this, but I want the outside rim of this. I want the entirety of the outside rim's got to make a landfall inside the section where all 5 pedals of this connect. So we're going to bring this in a little bit, and then we're going to round in the top just a little bit and make it look like the bowl's sitting in there. I think, yeah, that's about the best way I could say it. Also got to take into effect that the outside points of this are moving way faster than the inside points. So we're going to, this curve going downward is going to be far more drastic. We're going to get up into like this area. But I've also got to cut the curve on the back of it and round off the edges of it. So I'm not going to go too much deeper with this until I establish that curve on the back of this and that drop on the outside edges. We're going to work on the drop on the outside edges now. This sounds dangerous, damn it. So we're starting to get the curve on the outside edges. We're going to bring it down a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, so we're going to come back up here and we're going to cut enough of an area that I can actually chuck that into the jaws back here so I can undercut on these. We'll flip it back around and we'll finish it. Or we'll work on the front. We're not going to finish it like anytime soon, but yeah, y'all get the point. I actually feel fairly comfortable getting this tailstock out of here. Move it out of the way. Come in here and cut straight walls into this. If y'all haven't, hit the like and subscribe. Help the brother out, helps the channel out. Consider becoming a member, like I said earlier. I know I'm not some Asian chick selling farts in a fucking can or anything like that, but there is a lot of makers on here, and we do bust our ass trying to like better ourselves and better the craft. So for what it's worth, we do the shit for you guys. Alright, I think that should give me a bite on the inside of it. Take my hood off for a minute. Yeah. Do some surgery on the back of this thing. Oh, no, what the fuck was that? What was that? That was the be careful sound. After hearing that crack, we're going to make sure the hood's back on this one. All right, 320 some in here. I'll take that. Yep, clamped it. That way if something would go south with this one because of the weight spinning, and I'm not real sure about the centrifugal force of this thing. I mean, it's blowing up dust and stuff. If something would happen with this when it fail, I could always come out here and mount the outside of the chuck jaws against this. That was the plan anyways. Hopefully it don't go south. We're going to turn this back down where we just remounted it. Turn it up. She's a sketchy bitch, but I think I like her. Yeah. And just for sake of mind, we're going to be working on this part right here, curving it up and bring it into the point. We don't want to go too deep on this end because these pedals have to drop down to give the shape of the bowl. But this end right here, we're actually going to go in there pretty good. I mention that I have no idea if this will actually work or not? So we're going to come in right here and we're going to start cutting on this. Still at center where I need to be. We'll start working right here first. That bitch is wobbling. I can see it. Right there, the front part needs to come out just a little bit. The back part needs to come in. A little bit better. Damn, spam calls are through the roof, man. Let's see what we got here. We can go a little bit higher here. Probably about another, I don't know, ½ inch at the deepest part. You have no idea how many times I've wanted to actually jam my hand in here to see if this is smooth. Fighting the urge. Fighting the urge. I figure if I do, it'll be like a one and done. little bit more, not a lot. Alright, so, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, that's some nerve-wracking shit. Alright. Kinda looks like a weird little octopus now, I'm digging it. I'll show you when I flip it over to rechuck it. Someone really wants to talk to you. I'm like, who's that? Oh yeah, the spam calls. My bad, dude. I can't even think. I'm concentrating on not getting my face ate by this thing. All right, now we're gonna go up here on these dips, and we're gonna go down a pretty good bit, feather it into that curve, and we're gonna make the walls of the bowl. Hopefully, that's the plan. Speed down. Speed up. Now we need to shape this a little bit. That's probably going to be real sketchy like, but it's got to be done. Alright, I'm liking that. We need to go in a little bit more, but I want to undercut to make it look like it's actually a bowl sitting in the middle of this. So we're going to kind of like get in there a little bit with the diamond head tool. And then we'll go back in here with this and round it off. Woo! Not yet, young sir. Need to get back in there. I don't know if this will do it without causing like all kinds of shit. We're gonna find out though. Fuck yeah, it will. Now, we're undercut. I like that. I actually do. It's turning out way better than I thought it would. We still need to, after looking at it, trying to get the proportions right, we need to bring these back sides. We need to curve them up about another 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. So before we start drilling on the bowl and working on that real good like, we're going to flip that over and handle those. This has the potential to be like really cool. I'd like for it to not like blow apart on me, you know, stuff like that. Speed all the way down. It's kind of like an octopus. You let my ass figure out the math to make an 8-pointed star and I'll be on it. Woo-hoo. Fuck you, boy. treat this curve a little bit more. What's up, Rockets? My partner in fucking crime. Alright, those are actually pretty thin. They're fairly uniform. We could do some more on the outside when we're sanding. But let's get this abomination of geometrical nightmares out of here. Flip it over. We're going to start working on the inside of this. And then I've got the DeWalt charging up so I can do some sanding on the pedals. Make it purty. That's what we want. We want pretty shit, right? Turn that spade down a little bit. Turn it back on. Damn roving death trap here. Is this for the missus? Nah, she probably wouldn't put nothing like this in the house. I just wanted to see if I could do it. I'm all about like pressing the limits of my tools and what the hell I could do. So like I was telling everybody earlier, I'll turn this off for a minute so it doesn't saw blade into my face. I seen everybody making those like the 5-point stars where you cut them at like 54 and then like you measure back and then you cut them at like 36 and it makes like a just like the old basic star. And in one of the books I got, they got something that's like this. It's only got 5 petals on it. They call it a lotus bowl. And it looks like the bowl is literally where it's undercut. It looks like it's the centerpiece of a flower. And they undercut, overcut all the limbs on the star to make it look like pretty much a lotus flower. So I just want to see if I could do it. We're going to sand these up because it's poplar. I mean, it's got tear out, of course. And then we might do some cool coloring or something on the pedals of this just for shits and giggles. But why I've got y'all here, I released a commercial for our dude Brad at Goutwood LLC. Y'all have to go check out this big-ass Black Friday sale he's dropping this Wednesday at noon. Like, the guy's offered off like 60% of like a bunch of his inventory and stuff like that, and he's got all the exotics. Anybody in here that's got his stuff, me, 77 Rockets, Honey, all of them will attest to the quality of this wood. Everything comes with the end grains bound in wax. Everything's labeled. You got a clear manifest of exactly what you ordered. And with it being like 60% off on like 90% of his square blanks alone, not counting the other crazy shit that he's going to drop on y'all, it's well worth checking out. Go over, drop the code WHACKER, get a discount up to $75. After that, the discount no longer works, or you'd be just like losing too much money. Check him out and tell him Mike D sent you. Tell him Ryan sent you. Ryan's got a code as well. Go holler at your dude. It's well worth checking out. I'm telling y'all. All right, back to this. I don't want to make it look like we just set a bowl in here. I kind of want the top to be rounded off, like a more spherical, almost a hollow form setting inside this. I figure if you're doing some crazy shit like this, you might as well just run it to the hilt, check your limits. So, let's do that. Give me 3 more likes. I'm 51 minutes in and I'm sitting at 98. Give me 2 more. And for this, I'm going to yank out the bowl gouge. Mock Jesus.
like I'm taking super aggressive cuts on this. I promise I'm not. I just sharpen this, and the only thing I'm working with is just finger pressure. Turn this down and finagle this rest to where I could work it a little bit better without, oh damn you close boy. I'm going to come here and smooth out the outside of this a little bit more. For that, I'm going to use my mini skew as a scraper. That's much better. Told you I was going to mess up a touch of the damn thing. Boys and girls, I've done some sketchy shit, but getting back here in this no man's land, that's about like Ouija board level of sketchy. Alright, so we'll roll over this edge and we're going to start hollowing the inside of it. And for that, I'm going to flip this heifer in reverse so I can cut on that backside over there. We're probably going to take her out and mock Jesus though, until I get acclimated to what the hell I'm getting into. That needs to come down. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to run the bolt cube. Bolt gouge, my bad. What's up, Jeffro? Alright, now we're starting to get like a little bit of a bowl shape in there. I can take this centerpiece down probably about a whole inch, maybe, before shit starts getting sketchy. A little bit more. Look at Jeff on there doling out wisdom on how to get things in international checkups and shit. Let's see what we got here. I about grabbed a hold of that sumbitch again. Yep, that's about deep we're gonna go. Now we're gonna sculpt the outside of the walls to kind of round them out, make them fit the contour of the bowl. Hello, mother beaches. Jeff's always nonchalantly roasting me about thin walls and stuff. So if you've noticed on this, I'm trying to like get stuff thinner. And we got our first separation right there. Okay. Give me just a second while we tend to that. Going to get the sawdust ready. Put some of that in there. Put some sawdust on that shit. It's a damn good thing that I was almost done with this. Set that there for a minute, let that dry. Finally got my wood out of the oven yesterday. Yeah, I reckon you might be pissing your wife off. You putting wood in the oven all the time. I really just wanted to try this, and now that it's actually working out, I kind of wish I'd used like a crazier wood for the bottom of it, like the squid leg part of it, kind of like I don't know, Paduke or something, because I had that thick ass Paduke sitting over there. We're not going to cut a whole lot more on the inside because of that separation. I think we're about done with the the chopping. So I'm going to turn the sand or the speed down. And we're going to move on into the sanding aspect of this, most likely. Speed down. Roasted oak, huh? Could have been my finger. Pay attention, dumbass. I put a piece of box elder in the microwave one time, and I thought Kayla was gonna kill me. Box elder stinks like ass, anyways. Like, it's not a pleasant smelling wood. Mary De La Rosa, how's it going? Yeah, the maple don't smell nothing like maple syrup, does it? They get mad as hell. Man, fuck it, you only live once, right? I've been known to do some sketchy shit, y'all. By God, it worked. All right, we're going to get the inside of this, quit dicking around, and then I'll get the battery for the drill, and we'll hit these pedals with the sand and pat, try to clean them up a little bit. Got a mound of glue in there where I try to patch that. Yeah, right there. Wee bit of a pain in the ass, but I think we'll be okay. Memento mori, boys. Remember that you're gonna die. Might as well live like it's the last one. More in there. I about stuck my hand in them pedals for the second time now. cool. Let me get the drill battery. We'll work on these a little bit.
Yeah, really? Spin a death trap. Make it out unscathed. Walk over it, trip over a fucking screwdriver.
Yes, I know my drill makes weird sounds. I bought this drill for $8 at a yard sale because, like, it's not great for doing anything else but this. Ah. Change this off here, put a new pad on it. Yeah. Holy shit, Joe, you don't do that, brother. That's awesome, man. Thank you. Kizzy got one. Kevin got one. Hell yeah. I don't know if I can. When that's going, I did lower my stuff down. Let's see if I can get my computer to come on long enough for me to drop some memberships in here. This big dusty bitch. Hey, Joe, did your package arrive yet, Brad? You can gift them on other people's by going down to like the $sign, and then it'll give you an option between how many to do it. I still haven't quite figured it out on your own channel yet. Oh yeah, we'll do that. Fuck yeah, that worked. I don't know you, bro. Quit calling me. I know this is super boring, y'all. Okay. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Joe? Yeah, I don't think that's coming on right now. We're gonna have to. Maybe it is. I don't know. It might be. We'll figure it out. Okay, so she sanded up pretty good. I'm going to slide my fat ass past my computer. I'm gonna rub us down with some alcohol just to pick up any of the dust or anything on it. Alcohol evaporates real stupid fast unless you spill it in the back of your Camaro and the state police are behind you. Rest in peace, Uncle Tommy. turning out to look real good so far. I'll take it. Take a dad joke from a dad. Alright. So, typical Whack and Shack fashion. What should we do with this poplar on here? Should we, paint the bottom part of this lotus bowl? Because we're going to oil and shellac the fuck out of this walnut. I'm not even going to lie. It is actually pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. Let you guys know. I got a little bit of this here grit abrasive left. I might hit the bowl portion of it, not so much the petals, because I literally have only got like that much in the bottom. It's a battle getting my big ass fingers in there to get to it anyways. Oh shit, you alright, bro? Come off on you? Goodbye, fingers. You've done me well. Okay, I didn't lose them there. That's cool. Kick the speed up on this thing a little bit. We're rolling at take her up to about 1250 so I can work this abrasive in. It's friction. That's probably one of the most important things that I ever learned from Jeff. Sit you there for a minute. Yeah, that's shined up mighty nicely. We'll get a clean one going there. Kind of cook off any excess that might be left over, any residue. Hello, fingers. What's up, Michael Wilson? What's up, Roberto? If I haven't like said your name or anything like that, and you've been in here, I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you, but this shit's pretty sketchy. Okay, so I'm liking the walnut ring. I was kind of like a skeptic about that with the stuff inside there, but I'm digging it. I really am. Got some work done on those. Got that cut in the bottom. Yeah, fuck it. We're just going to hit the outside of the bowl too. Why not? that sometimes you got to walk away from it, come back at it. I don't do that often. But for you guys that are in here for the first time, or we haven't really went into it before, I never knew Jeff. I met him through Ryan. He's local to Ryan from 77 Rockets, same state and stuff like that. Jeff jumped into one of the I believe it was one of Ryan's live streams where all three of us jump in there together or something like that. Then after that, he popped in on one of my spundays, dude. And like, he instantly started doling out wisdom and was not an asshole about it, so I kind of clung to him. But eventually we changed numbers and everything like that, exchanged numbers, all that cool shit. We'd contact each other and I was bumping ideas off of him and he was like, kind of like sharpening me through this. Finally, last, we talked him into making his own channel, and I swear his first 20 to 30 videos must have been, you guys are fucking up real bad. I'm gonna make a video on like how you can do it and not die, and showing us the right way to do stuff. After Jeff kind of set it straight, man, we were really tearing up some shit. What's up, old Pat? How you doing, brother? Okay, that's got a shine on it like a dolphin's butthole. That is glossy. I like that. Cool. It's pretty smooth over here. I'm liking that too. Man, I don't want to do that, but I might have to do it now. Kind of like an alien, I reckon. Maybe, I don't know. It could be an alien. You know, in the title, I said I was doing a bunch of sketchy stuff. I got a feeling this is where the sketchy shit starts. Rooster and socks. I'll try to give this some love on the faces while it's spinning. And then I'm going to rig up something on the drill here to rub in the polish on the places that, you know, we're obviously not going to want to turn this thing at 1,300 RPMs a minute. It's good, old Path. Glad to hear that, man. I'll rub on the outside what I can with this. Stupid. Aha! Finger! Knew it. But anyways, back to Jeff. I value him as one of my closest friends that I've made on here. There's never been a time that I couldn't ask him some off-kilter, weird-ass question, and he not only just give me an answer, but he would give me like some smart-ass off-the-chain answer, and it's usually right. I mean, I haven't found a time yet where it wasn't right. This is going to be really stupid. Yeah, that's not going to work. We're going to bind that up. I know what I'll use. Hold on. Hair tie. Couple paper towels. Fold them bitches up. I like this. Flop them over that. ingenuity. It might work. It might blow up in my face. It might be the drill that takes me out of the game today. Yeah. My hair is getting longer, Mr. Wilson. Probably wouldn't hurt to have a buffalo set up. Take it off for a minute. Put it over there. Yeah. How do we want to finish this thing? I got the shine juice, I got oil, buff finish. With the shine juice, beeswax would do. I think I might have some beeswax here. It appears that I might be out of beeswax. I don't know. Hold on. Still got 2 drawers to check here. Now I gotta add all these members to the wall here because Joseph's a badass. There's my other cutters. Hell yeah, I forgot all about having them, boys. They've been nice to know about. Amazing what you can find when you actually look through your shit, isn't it? There's your shine. Okay, cool. I didn't think it did, brother.
All right, so this shine juice. I'm about to make some more. We've been burning through this shit here. It's all because of you guys. Okay, that. I'm gonna hit the inside over first. That sounded horrible, but yeah, that's what I said. And you make some of that. It's stupid simple, dude. It's 3 parts alcohol, or it's 3 parts. One's alcohol, one's shellac, and the other one's tongue oil or linseed oil, whatever you want to use. I used the amber color shellac because it kind of matched up with the amber color of the tongue oil. And then this is gonna fucking hurt. I know it is. Just regular alcohol. This is gonna be stupid. Could have been my finger. I used the mixed shellac, dude. Fucking got me. I knew it would eventually. I'm not that mathy for the whole cooking down and mixing shellac like some Breaking Bad shit. Watched a few videos on it. Really considered doing it. Bitched out at the last moment and bought the pre-mixed shellac. Fucking probably should have just sprayed this bitch with shellac. A lot of little ass nooks and crannies on here. Gotta get that undercut all the way around that. Keep that turning. I get it. Okay. I can tell you this. The bottom of this sumbitch is getting sprayed with shellac. Alright, we're going to turn this on for a minute. I'm going to bring you up here, shoot the shit with you for a second while that dries, and then we'll get her off air and see exactly what the hell we're working with. So most definitely, once again, thank each one of y'all for hanging out with me. It means a hell of a lot. You guys that have donated memberships and all that stuff like that and gifted some memberships, that shit was awesome. Please check out Brad's big Black Friday sale at Gotwood. I'm telling you, if you don't buy anything, at least go check it out, look at it, man. And the deals that the guys got on the wood is insane. Anybody that works with it can attest to the quality of the stuff. And the fact that he's letting it go for like 60% off in like most cases, on especially on all the square blanks, because you can like cut those and segment those and use those for other kind of building too. But all the crazy stuff that you see no turn, from like the black limbo to the spalt, and like the spalted wood that you get from him is like, it's not bitch sized. Everything comes labeled. Fucking backwards, yeah. Kiln dried or not kiln dried, because he does have some undried stuff. He's also got some rough sawn stuff on there as well. Holy shit, Mike, you didn't have to do that, man. So that's fucking awesome, dude. I can't. That's cool. Thank you. But everything he's got, dude, it's phenomenal. I've tried other wood vendors, stuff like that. This guy is by far the best that's on the market. I've fucked with all the rest. Now it's time to just roll with the best. I said it in my commercial last night. Brad's on top of his shit. Thank you, Mike. That is awesome, dude. All right, we're going to hit this with a dry one real quick. Make sure there's no juice floating around on it, and then I'll bring it off here and show you guys exactly what we're working with. It's going to be fun editing this short later, that's all I'm saying. All right. All right, she turned out pretty cool. The not so perfect Lotus Bowl. Crazy looking star when she started out with a ring in the center of it. And get her sitting right here and I'll bring you over. Let you see how she sits. Yeah. Easter Lily, yeah. So, have I named it yet? Yeah, it's a damn death trap's what it is. I was wanting to like subconsciously just jam my hand in it when I was rotating. Yeah, I've still got all my fingers. Nothing came off and hand grenaded me in the face. Now the bottom of this, I am going to have to sand down with probably the orbital because she's a little rough. And then after I put my coin in, I'll spray it with shellac. I'm not even going to attempt to do that shit on camera. Took forever to do that one. That was a hour and 42-minute bowl. But I like it. It's wonky as shit. Like, you don't see a lot of these. But that is super cool. And I've also got some other segmented stuff that I've glued up. Different fashions. It's not only laminated, but it's segmented laminates. So it should be ready by spunday. I've got some new tools I want to show y'all that was sent to me by a Hartville tool. I've been asking around about thread chasers for wooden jars with threaded lids and stuff like that. I think the concept of threading wood is actually pretty cool. I've done a little bit on antler with the tap and die, but people at Hartville Tool, Hartford Tool, I'm sorry, hooked me up with a Sorby set of thread chasers. So I'm like, seriously. What? See my text? I want to buy it, bro. Send me a price. For the reason I told you. I'll check your text out in a minute, man. They're not a sponsorship, man. They just like what I do and they send me some stuff, Wilson. I don't have no codes for them, nothing like that. They're not asking for anything in return. The guy pops in here on Sundays, him and his son watch me turn, and he just hooks me up with some tools every once in a while. I've been trying to get codes for them. They said they don't want nothing like that. But I'll get those for you, show you real quick. And then I'll move the camera and we're going to work on something that kind of precursor to a big ass build that I'm getting ready to do, and I'm stupid excited about it. Alright, so these are the Sorby thread chasers. I haven't even attempted it yet. And this is kind of like the thing that I want to do off camera first before I jump in here and look like a total roundhead on camera. You got this one that let me see if I can get that. Cuts the inner threads of either the lid or the vessel. And then you have this one. See, they're tapered there. that cuts the outer Hartville, Hartvill tool. Pretty sure. But yeah. So they also make like a little hook that you can set this on to get your angle right and everything like that. But I think that's for more bevel threading, and we're nowhere near that shit yet. But this is something that I've wanted to be like dabbling around with here in a little bit. And you guys have been around the channel, you know that I like to do sketchy shit and stuff that like just progress me a little bit more. With that being said, we move the rocking chair mount out of the way here a little bit. Get you guys right there. For the past, hell, I don't know, I'd say four to 6 weeks at least, I've been telling Ryan, Jeff, a bunch of the other guys, I think I even mentioned it on one of the Saturday Night live streams, I want to build a chessboard. Now, I don't want to build just like any crazy chess or any kind of chessboard. I want to turn all my pieces. I designed all my pieces already, sketched them up because I hadn't found anything like them, and I don't want to find anything like them. And then I want to cut each checker on the board separately, and then for the outside framing of it, I got some crazy ideas in my head, and I'm wanting to run with those. I am now next level. I don't know about all that, but we're going to try it. So this might fly off here and bash me in the head. I don't really know. We're going to try to avoid that. I'm actually going to put the tailstock up against it just a little bit to give me a little bit of peace of mind. But I got this little piece right here, and I got another couple sections over there. I'm going to try to rock out a pawn with the skew. Spindle gouge too, probably. Most likely, yeah. Lock this in here. Crank that just a little bit. That. Time for a butt plug. No, it's not a butt plug. Not this time. No one here talking mad shit right now. All right. Or are you like saying that you need a butt plug? Because, I mean, if you need one, you ain't got to tell us, homie. See what this is spinning like. It might be a little out of center. Just a little bit, not too much. So, let's put our helmet on here. Got some speed on her. We're going to get it centered up before we start actually working on it. All right. Lower our rest down a little bit now that we're damn it. Yeah, next level. My spindle at? Spending a lot of time on my ball. You know what I mean? it's just a screw chuck on there, so we're not going to be too mean on it. Where'd my other one go? Yes, this is going to be the actual size of the pond. The overall size of the board is going to be right at 2.5, 3 feet. Be about 8 inches off the base of the platform. And it's going to have like hand-carved murals and everything on the side pieces and all that. I think it'll be really cool. I think it'll be a challenge. I don't have an order for it or anything like that. I mean, it's not like someone's asking me for it. But I think it'll be a pretty cool build. Sand this a little bit so I know where to put my codes on the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, Steve, you probably were. It's because I got badasses like Joseph the Carpenter, Soldier Farms, and Mike is making stuff in here, doing work. I think they're the ones that actually give the memberships. If anyone else did, I'll follow up here in just a second. I cannot get that. Alright. Now the best way I can figure out to put this cove in the bottom of this, on the base of it, I'm going to use the round carbide a little bit. Maybe. It's better than them damn work lines, I know that. Get a little bit of tear out on the ring around the base of the. Gundenberg, Ohio? Where's that at? Do. Go fuck yourself. All right. That method, I believe, will work because the results I got off of it were pretty good. Just gonna make one of these. I'm gonna put a stainless screw in the bottom of it. That way I can make just something I can clamp in there. What is your first piece for a pawn on a chessboard? Storyboard on it. Yes, I've been looking into those, Moyot. Let's bring it up. I've drawn up the templates for them and everything else like that. I've been eyeballing a couple of the different ones that mount in the slot of the bed of the lathe, and then you can maneuver it around. And the carbide cutter versus the feeler, I believe it's what it's called on the bottom of it, will ride along the edge of the template that you made and keep you consistent cuts. But that'll be about the actual size of the chess pieces for the board. With it being that big, the that's about 2.5 inches tall. So you're looking at your king being about 8 inches tall. I want it to be massive. So I'm gonna have some guard towers and stuff on each corner of it, kind of shaped like the rook, that are holding it up with drawers underneath of it for the pieces. And then I'm gonna take it inside and use my laser engraver to mark out like some medieval battle scenes, stuff like that, just so I can have them to come in here with the rotary tool and the hand chisels and all that stuff like that, and cut it out. I've already figured out the horse. Yes, the horse was a big pain in the ass, but it'll involve 4 cuts on the bandsaw after I've rounded off the base and everything else, and some sanding, but the knight shouldn't be that bad. So if the pawn's that big, means your knight's going to be about this tall, and I'm going to make my king and my queen. My king will be about this tall, my queen will be about that tall. Bishops will be somewhere in here. But I want it to be a rather large chess set. That way I can do like the flourishes around the base with some copper twisting and stuff like that. I just want to go all out on it. Cool. One day I'll get closer. Like, shit, dude. I'm just dumb enough to try whatever comes my way. Good thing I'm not a dope fiend or an OD by now. This lathe shit gets addicting. But other than that, I have got 5 likes until I get to the 200 mark. Y'all got to help a brother out. Please like, subscribe, check out the channel. Check out some of these other badass turners in here. You got Michael Wilson at Board Woodworks. You got Jeff, 2-minute tips for wood turners. You got Soldier Farms. I think he turns a little bit. You got Joseph the Carpenter, Mayak Scorpion, my dude, Rich. One of my favorite things to do with Moyak is story time with What's Poppin' with Uncle Rich. Boondocks Builds is in here. He just started out, and he's a turning fool. Mike is making stuff. I think he's building a lathe from like fucking treadmill hot wired or some shit like that. It's crazy. You gotta check out Timber Designs, 77 Rockets. Steve from My Honey's Handmade. Good group of dudes. Good group of people. There's also many, many others that I haven't mentioned on here. Robert G is also turning. I forgot about that shit. Robert G is getting ready to do it. Big Mex Woodworks. I'm sorry, Big Dog Woodworks. Mex, he turns like a mofo. I think he's got like 3 or 4 lathes in his shop. He does work. Robert G, you get a chance to swing over and subscribe to his channel as well, dude. We're getting him to the point where he can literally go live. Bunch of good ass dudes. Good group of people. If you're interested in turning, you like to watch stuff blow up in your face, be the place. Can't forget Ben from BW Woodworking, or Wood Turning. He's a Danish feller. We won't hold that against him. I think he's copying my hair and my beard. I'm not real sure. Talks kind of funny, but he's good people. I can't remember all the names, but YouTube won't let me post mud shots. Check them out. Damn good group of people. They're all Benjamin Winkle, yes, BW. Yeah, all right. He talks kind of funny, and he's from across the pond and all that stuff, but we like him just like Michael Wilson. He's from over in Highlander land, kilt wearing shit. Soldier, he'll be there in no time. Yeah, just like Jeff said, we're all roundheads on the bus. Might as well make it a fun trip. So, here's our pond. Here's our malevolent octopus lotus bowl. It's not an octopus, and it got 8 legs. As butthole clenching as this one was actually pretty fun. I think the next time I do one, and I'll definitely do another one, I'm going to make the base out of something crazy like Paduke or zebra wood or something like that. I don't know. But, yeah, good time. Please go check out Brad's big-ass sale. Black Friday sale kicks off Wednesday. Use the code WHACKER. You can use it all the way up till you get like $75, and after that, he said he just can't do it because he's losing that kind of money. That's the kind of sales he's doing. He's got more sales that'll be rolling out, not just the one that are advertised on the link and all that stuff. I don't talk funny. Y'all are just odd. You talk funny as hell. You talk like you fell out of Sean Connery's ass, bro. J2DA, what does 6-7 means? It means that you brought that shit in here and I'm putting you in timeout for like 24 hours. 6-7, dick. Anyways, as Dickens said, we are all fellow passengers of the grave. We might as well be a good group on the way. Yeah, good point. So other than that, I'm going to get inside, starting to cool off. It's getting dark early here in Ohio. Beat up on my kids, hug my wife a little bit. Love y'all. Peace. God bless. Like and subscribe. All that cool stuff. Later, y'all. Oh, good Lord, my back hurts.